going to know that most people don't know this very important information about salt, okay? This is why you feel like you're dying. Right here, okay? So this is not salt. It's salt, technically speaking, but it's not, okay? This is good-ass salt, or Celtic salt. Himalayan or Celtic salt is the way you want to go. You want to know what's different about this salt versus this salt or Celtic salt? This salt, even sometimes when it advertises itself as sea salt, ain't fucking sea salt, bitch. It involves 2 fucking minerals. Sea salt has like 80 or fucking 90 because it's in the sea. It has shit in it, okay? And we, if you know this about sea moss, right? Sea moss was a trend because it gives us almost all of the essential fucking micro minerals that we fucking need. If you were to take this, dilute it in water, and inject that directly into somebody's vein, they'd die.
The first caveat is we can't blame all of this information entirely on this individual, because most of this information was a reiteration of this initial video.
Table salt is a dangerous salt, and seawater contains 92 minerals, because we now have 2 very harsh minerals that if you were to inject both of those into the blood, you would die.
The idea that injecting sodium chloride specifically would kill somebody is actually quite humorous, because every single day, essentially every single hospital uses sodium chloride injections, also known as saline. In fact, over 40 million bags of saline are used per month, specifically with the goal of injecting water, sodium, and chloride into someone's veins. And these saline solutions are absolutely life-saving. Secondly, this is the chart of the 92 minerals found in Celtic salt or sea moss. These are not 92 minerals, these are 92 elements from the periodic table. And if you take your time to actually read these minerals, many of them are toxic heavy metals including aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury, or in the case of einsteinium and hassium, are radioactive and toxic to humans, would destroy your tissues if you actually ingested them, and only has a half-life of about 22 seconds, meaning if there was ever any hassium inside of your Celtic salt, it disappeared in about a minute. In reality, there are actually 13 essential minerals that every human needs, and if we actually go to the Celtic salt website and look at their nutritional analysis, the amount of these micronutrients is so much less than most people realize. Sodium and chloride are not special to Celtic salt, as table salt is just sodium and chloride. But the additional nutrients found in Celtic salt are actually quite trivial. For example, if you consume 10 grams of Celtic salt, you would be ingesting more than the recommended intake of sodium and chloride, which in many individuals could get them into issues with blood pressure. But you would only get 19.6 milligrams of calcium when the RDA of calcium is between 1,000 and 1,300, 30 milligrams of magnesium when the RDA for women is 310, and the RDA for men is between 400 and 450 at the minimum, and you would be getting 10.8 milligrams of potassium when the RDA is more than 2,600 or at least 4,700 depending on the source you use. In the grand scheme of things, if you actually look at the mineral analysis of Celtic salt, it is essentially table salt with a very, very small amount of other nutrients such as calcium, magnesium, and potassium, and in the amount of salt humans typically use and can actually tolerate. You would be getting between 1 and 5% of the RDA of these minerals, and it would likely make no difference on how you feel or actual clinical outcomes. And if you do feel better after consuming Celtic salt, it is almost assuredly from the sodium and chloride, and not from the very small amounts of calcium, magnesium, and potassium it contains. Nor is it from the 92 minerals that almost assuredly are not contained within Celtic salt, and most of them are actually toxic to humans. With that being said, if you would like an individualized approach to nutrition and lifestyle to optimize your health, energy, and body composition, send me a DM to sign up for coaching.